Google is ass. Like, they basically screwed me over. So, this is what happens when you try to surf the internet anonymously and then use a Google account on a Tor browser. So yes, I was using a Tor browser. It basically allows you to roam on the internet like anonymously using a circuit of IP addresses all across the world. And so what happened is that when I tried to log into a Google account on the Tor browser, like they bombarded me with things such as, oh, this isn't the usual IP address that you usually log into your account from, or this isn't the usual location from which you log in usually, or this isn't the usual device on through which you use your account. So, and then they tried offering me a way to verify that it's me logging into that account by sending a verification code onto my phone using a Google service. So I was like, whoa there, whoa, slow down. How do you know all this stuff about me? So the reason why I'm making this video is to just improve awareness of what Google really wants. Like, it's just to explain that Google doesn't like privacy. It's their one hated word. It's like Walmart hating unions, but Google hates privacy. It's like their krypton. They just don't like privacy in general. So first and foremost, and probably the only thing you'll have to know is, well, not the only thing, but one of the really important things you have to know is don't give your personal information to them, because they might be asking for things like your date of birth, your real name, your phone number. They might be asking you to give your phone number so if you forget your password, you won't get locked out of your account. You can just log in using your phone. So just don't give your phone number. If you forget your password, if you're too stupid to remember it, write it down on paper at least. That's what I do. So that's a big no. Just Google security, like Google account security, is all a lie, because like it's not very secure when you're giving all your personal information to Google, which gives that information to advertisers to improve its revenue. So that's not very secure if you ask me. So I also find it pretty terrifying, to be honest, is that Google runs all these other services on a variety of different devices like phones and televisions and computers, like such as Google Earth, Google Street View, Google Plus, Google Settings, whatever that stuff is, because they can access your GPS signal, they can access your Wi-Fi signal, they can access your phone service provider, they can get all sort of information on your phone and send it to their database. So as advice, I'd like to say that if you're ever traveling outside your house, like, yeah, by traveling I mean just going outside of your house, put your phone to airplane mode and only communicate when it's safe to do so, or when it's really, really necessary, because your phone, in my view, is basically a portable tracking device, because it can send all this sort of information about its location and whatnot. So if your phone is rooted, you can delete apps that use Google services, or the apps that Google use for its services. So that's one thing I recommend. Now, I'm going to get a little off topic, because there's just one thing I just really want to mention, because this is some sort of subjective opinion. It's not really objective, but it has to do with Google's headquarters. It's known as Googleplex, but I see it as something like it has all these things that you use in everyday life. It has a bouncy castle, it has a huge slide, it has a foam pit, it has a ball pit, it has a golf course, it has a swimming pool. It has, I don't know, like a massage room. It has cafeterias. It has all these sort of things that. So basically, you can really live there. So so therefore, I see it as some sort of bunker. To be honest, like a bunker to be secure from some sort of apocalypse. An apocalypse from I don't know what, but like Google wants to keep their employees secure while leaving us outside, all exposed to whatever, like God knows what. But I might be going a little too far, but you never know. So yeah, just to end this video, just be more aware about what Google does with your information, of what kind of information Google takes from you, because I just want to increase awareness of privacy, and it should be really important since privacy nowadays is such a concern compared to before, and we seem to be giving it up pretty easily by using services by Google. So yeah, stop. I suggest reducing your activity on Google related services and use a Tor browser. I'm not going to go on how to use one, but you're on your own. I just suggest using one. So yeah, that's basically it. And oh, you might actually be wondering, what is this gray bar that's on the bottom of the video? It's actually because I'm recording this on a VCR, because I just scored big on VHS tapes at school because they're throwing them all out, so I took them. What a shame. What a shame that they're throwing all that stuff away. So, you know that area beside the cafeteria where they throw all this sort of electronics, all these electronics such as televisions, printers, projectors, all that sort of stuff? Well, I asked the janitor and he says that it's all trash, and anyone can take anything from there. So don't be afraid to take something from there. There's a lot of stuff, I'm sure, that you might get something good from it. So go out there and get some VHS tapes. I got like 10 of them. So woo for me. I don't know if I'm ever going to use them all, but whatever. Okay, so that's it. That's the whole video. Yep. Have a good evening. Have a nice weekend, even though it's Wednesday today, but in anticipation, have a good weekend.